back up and running. Why is it that every time you go into Seattle, or you try for that matter, there's always traffic? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So we're on our way out here. We're gonna go to downtown Seattle. Now, I told you guys originally I don't like the city. There's a little small plane taking off as Boeing Field. I told you guys I'm not a city person. But the honest truth is, the mad reality, unfortunately, is the fact that I used to work here for 7 years. For the last 7 years, I used to work here. I used to drive up here every single day, except for the weekend. Well, mostly. Every single day I used to work here for the last 7 years. I'm so happy I'm done and over with it. I don't know whether to call them 7 miserable years or 7 years of experience, or I don't know, but I feel like I wasted 7 years of my life driving 1.5 hours plus, on average 1.5 hours one way every day, and then another 1.5 hour or more, depending on how bad traffic was, back home. So on average 3 to 3.5 hours a day, every day, sitting in traffic, commuting to this messed up city. Now, luckily, sorry for the complaint and the rant, by the way. Luckily, I didn't go into downtown every day. I went to the Soto area, south downtown. So, somewhere around here, actually, the industrial district is where my base was. And then, I was an outside field tech, so I've been working all over the Seattle metro area, from West Seattle through downtown to the east side of Seattle and over to Mercer Island, or I'd call it Misery Island, if that were up to me. So look at this. Here we go. Traffic. Now, I don't know what's so special about the city. I don't like it. I don't like this place. And then you might ask me, well, then what the hell's wrong with you coming over here anyway on your day off instead of going and enjoying it somewhere else? Well, I'm here on 2 reasons for the most part. Number one, I'm in search of a specific type of food, and I've been trying different restaurants. You know, it's called, some people call it getting fat. I call it test trying. But number two, it's been a long time since I've been here. I mean, not 3 months. Long time, I don't know. But yeah, you know, it's been like a memory to myself. Like, I used to come out here every single day, and then I couldn't wait for the weekend to finally live out my life. Any errands I had to do, anything I had planned, working on my vehicles, in the house. So anyways, I'm happy I'm done with it. Enough ranting, I guess. I'm happy I'm done and over with it. So now I do know the facts, though. Like, I know how, I mean, I hate to say this, but I know how filthy the city is. That's why I've always told you I don't like the city. I prefer to be out in the country. There's nothing, in my personal opinion, there's nothing special about this place other than those tall buildings, skyscrapers, the Space Needle. Oh yeah, okay, fine. It's the only thing defining Seattle. But otherwise, look at this. Traffic. God forbid, accidents, left and right. For what? I don't know. Depending on what time of day, it stinks. You know, smog and all that. Enough ranting, I guess. I've said nothing but bad things about this place. What's the good things? They do call it the Emerald City for a reason. There are a lot of trees here compared to other cities. It's hilly, which can go both ways. You got the view of the Olympic Mountains out there on the western side, And then you can't see it here, but on the western side, on the eastern side, sorry, you've got the Cascades. So you do have the mountain views. You do have the Puget Sound out there, body of water, and Lake Washington on the other side. So yeah, you have a geographical mess going on, which, you know, is a good thing as well. But the downside to that is I gotta get off this lane. Really, the downside is it really squeezes the city. The city, I mean, at its tightest point is only a few miles wide across from east to west. Oh, look at that. Do we have an accident? Haha. But yeah, it's, you know, just it's tight. It's really tight, and it's really hilly. So the littlest bit of snow, and people can't drive anymore. And you know, everybody makes fun of, oh, people in Seattle can't drive. Nobody knows how to drive in Washington State. Well, to an extent, that's true, yeah. But you also have to realize, I mean, look at this. All these bridges, they're there for a reason. It's because there's no space. That's the fact. It's the reality. There's no space. Yeah, I would love to see some more roads, but where are you going to fit them? You're using up everything you can, and now, you know, where it used to be one house, literally going down to the housing sector things, where it used to be one house, they demolish that and fill and squeeze everything they can in that one lot, whether it be 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how much that lot can fit, of these they call them row houses, 3 or 4 floors, tall, skinny boxes stuck to each other. A set of 4 townhomes. They're tall and skinny. It's nothing special. It's a new style. So again, I keep ranting over and over again. I know it's not a good thing, but I don't know. I feel like I'm being suffocated now in between all these buildings. I don't remember seeing that. That's a new building. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been here. Got a sky bridge up there. That's cool. Anyways, we will see. There we go. Look at all these skyscrapers. I need to stop ranting. I told you guys that already 5 times. Have I been counting right? Maybe 5 times, maybe more. Pike Place Market, right lane. And the market, ha ha ha, like it's such a special thing, the market. Oh my goodness. Now, on the other hand, if you are a city person, sorry if I offended you, you know, this is the place for you, because look at all these people walking. We only see 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, everything is nearby. I told you already. At its narrowest point, the city is like a few miles literally across at its narrowest point. So if that's what you're for and you want to walk everywhere, this is the place for you. This is your heaven, where you can live in one of these skyscrapers and literally work across the street in another one. If that's what you're looking for, you've come to the right place. Oh, what happened here? And the stinky air. You know you're in Seattle now. I mean, this is gonna sound rude. I actually call it shit city. You say you're gonna look at Seattle? I call it shit city. You know, this brings back a little bit of memories. I used to work out here. I actually used to. Oh, this is one of the streets I remember as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I remember. I don't remember. I used to work out here. I know a lot of this place. Well, I remember all memorized, but you know, like I've been here multiple times. If you're into this fancy stuff, this is the place for you. No stops. What are you doing? But you do have a huge amount of people. A melting pot is what I mean. You have all sorts of walks of life around here, which is a beautiful thing in its own right. I can't stress that enough. You know, for the most part, whatever you try to look for, you can find it here. People-wise, cultures, ethnicities, similarly to other cities, I would assume. But here, the nice thing is about this place is, we don't have much racism here compared to other parts of the country, as far as I know, for that matter. It's a little more open. Hey, how you doing? So that's the nice thing about it, I think. Because it's a melting pot, you know, we don't have as much racism, as far as I know. So I actually like that. I'm not try to avoid any and all that stuff. But yeah, I feel like I'm being suffocated. You know, the sun went away. But yeah, there's your glimpse of the Emerald City. Look at all these trees, right? They planted those. I'm joking. And there's the infamous Space Needle. Nothing but building after building after building. There's an Amazon globe sphere, whatever it is. There's like an ecosystem in there. Trees, all different types of trees, like a big greenhouse. Pretty unique, actually, right in the middle of the city. You know, there's no denying that. Kind of crazy. Oh, look at that pole. And right in front of it, I think those antennas, those are 5G antennas. But I believe they're for Verizon. Ah, here we go. Christmas lights already. Cool. We haven't even had Thanksgiving yet. But hey, I mean, it looks good. There's no denying that. It does look good. I've been to the Blanchard Plaza before. And of course, they're never done building new buildings. They're never done building new buildings. Residential to business to offices. I don't know. Again, not for me. But hey, maybe this is heaven to you. Oh, and if you're if you're a walker or a cyclist, this is again, this is your heaven. Speed limit in downtown, I believe, is 25. So if you're a bike cyclist, I would argue you're faster than me on a motorcycle, because you're allowed to cut through. Well, you're not really allowed, but everybody does it. You cut through all the traffic. Whereas in a car, obviously, you're stuck. On a bike, on a motorcycle, you're not allowed to split lanes in this state. Now, that isn't the fact. I mean, people still do it, regardless. But not supposed to. This guy's trying to get out. There we are. At least I know my blinkers are working. How about my brake light? Yeah, my brake light's working too. Go, go, go. Regardless, he's not gonna hear me. Talk to you guys shortly.